Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak.
Been in a daze, mind's a maze and a blaze. I've been catching fire since before the 12th grade. I had this desire but couldn't get out my way. Now I'm double the age, still rewinding the days. Can't believe with all I've done, I'm still looking back. Been cleaning up but still remember the cooking crack. The strength I had for the needle never quite took it back. Some days I still find that I'm quite shook. In fact, the light keeps going out, maybe that's a sign for me. I have accepted that one day will be time for me. Someone's revenge? I suppose that it's fine with me. Nothing in life often happen when the timing's sweet. All I can do, work to build a good now and then. Stay in the sun to make up for days enshrouded in dens. I am the howling man standing upon the howling winds. Night of the hunter, the preacher upon the prowl again. Not perfect, not even close to alright. Can't remember the last time I slept all night. Eyes wide open, but I need another hour. I just fell asleep, already time for the shower. No sugar added, no sugar added. I just need water, mentally I am padded. No sugar added, no sugar added. Somewhere between being happy and maddened. Apocalypse now, anxiety and alarms again. Hope my horrible ways could never harm a friend. Some men crossed me in, never saw him again. Even a heathen or a demon can fall from a sin. Who call it again? I'm not sorry to them. Drowning in my own flood, I hardly can swim. Then I stop too late, how could I be so selfish? Do the stupidest things, but know that I'm not helpless. Bad patterns, habits I need to learn to break. I'm mad scattered, this matter I need to learn to shake. Wield extinguisher or light the match to burn the lake. Every roll of the dice, the one determined fate. Slipping into the void for just a few hours. Doing my best to not flip, I got no new flower. My dreamscape is a place that I do scour. In search of answers like how I could better use power. Not perfect, not even close to alright. Can't remember the last time I slept all night. Eyes wide open, but I need another hour. I just fell asleep, already time for the shower. No sugar added, no sugar added. I just need water, mentally I am padded. No sugar added, no sugar added. Somewhere between being happy and maddened.
I love it. That is Cody Pope and Byron G. No Sugar Added from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. And we have Cody Pope here with us in studio. We're going to speak with him in just a moment. And I hear the doorbell. Oh, my goodness. Are we expecting company? Jenny is going to, well, that's very strange. Let me get this mic on here. Actually, we switched to the other mic. There we go. Cody Pope is here. Hi, Cody.
Good morning. What up, everybody?
Welcome back. Yes, I don't know why the doorbell is ringing up. It's occasionally, I don't know if you know this. We've probably told you this. You probably know. This used to be a bus station.
Yeah.
And occasionally people will come here trying to buy bus tickets because I think if you look it up on Google, it still shows this is a location where you can purchase bus tickets in Manchester.
It's funny that all the big signage outside that says like radio and TV doesn't sway them away.
And they're literally, I told someone this once and I think they thought I was kidding. There's actually a sign. I don't know if you've seen the sign on the building that actually says we do not sell bus tickets here.
No, that's so good.
Yeah, it's on the building. I don't think people notice it, as evidenced by the fact that people still come here to buy bus tickets. But yeah, there's a sign on the building that says we do not sell bus tickets here.
That's wild.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But no, I love that track. Now that Giant Steps in Gate City, that was out the last time you were here, right?
So I think we were here before. I think we might have been here before it came out.
Right.
But we were like in the run of getting ready for that to come out.
That's right. Yes. Okay, I recall now. And you're still now you're working with Byron G still, right? But he's got something else he's doing as well.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of working separately, but still together with Hellhound Publishing, correct?
Yeah. So Hellhound is still running full steam. Byron and I have a bunch of music in the vault. I want to say a little earlier this year, anybody that's like been to any of our shows, obviously you know Byron, but you also know Patrick. Patrick was our live sound engineer for a number of years. The two of them have actually started a new company called 603 Beat Collaborative.
Okay.
And they do live audio, they do engineering, podcasting, stuff for big corporate events, all sorts of stuff like that. So they've just been killing it and doing a lot of the like initial groundwork of getting that all up and running. And so while they were doing that, I just figured I should keep the bus moving, keep the Hellhound thing going.
Yep.
They have families and kids and things that occupy a lot of time. I have the position in life to be a rapper with a cat and a fiance. So it affords me a little more flexibility. And so I'm just taking the torch and running with it and trying to keep things moving until everything settles down.
Yeah. You don't have any kids?
No.
Isn't it nice? I'm also childless.
Yeah, it is a very fortunate position.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. People with children always look really happy and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing is like
I'm kidding.
But I imagine that like parenting could be cool. Like I'm sure there's people who like.
Yeah, Jenny has a son.
Yeah, so it's like that's the thing is like parenting is cool as you want to be as a parent.
Yeah,
and for me, I'm just too selfish and too caught up on this whole creative endeavor in life.
Well, that's always been my thing too, to have that degree of responsibility for another human being. I don't even know how anyone affords it.
Exactly. Now, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Things have tripled or almost quadrupled in price in my adult life.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Jenny, my curiosity is killing me. Why was the doorbell ringing?
Somebody looking for a bus.
For real? That is
Boston.
What it was? Yeah.
Yes, it was somebody looking for a bus to Boston. I did my best to try and explain how to go to North Londonderry to get a bus to Boston.
Yes.
Because I don't know any other way.
Yeah, I think it's either that or Nashua.
Yeah.
Take an Uber to North Londonderry. I'm so sorry, sweetie. There's no bus here.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Wow. All right. Yeah. I mean, I said it half kidding, but apparently that is what it was. Well, very good. So,
that's why the door stays locked.
Yeah.
I can
people
understand
think it's
that.
a bus station still.
Oh yeah. Cause I don't know.
Probably says it online still, does it?
Well, that's the
I'll
thing.
have to look.
I was telling Cody that if you look online, it still says you can get bus tickets here. Yeah, when we first moved into this building, because you were at the you were on the show when we were at the old place.
Yep.
I know that at first, if they left the door unlocked during the morning show on weekdays, people would just wander into the building, thinking they were going to buy bus tickets. So
I'm sure that can be scary.
Yeah, some stranger walking in. Now, so Giant Steps in Gate City. So this is your newest release.
Yeah,
and then
that is the second full-length but fifth project from Byron and I.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Now who are you working with these days? Because I saw, so you've got a band that you perform with sometimes now.
Yeah. So it's interesting how it all kind of came to be, but big shout out to DJ Myth and the Shaskeen.
Oh yeah, DJ Myth
and Sean Caliber, great artist from around the way too. The two of them do an event called Sound Off Saturdays at the Shaskeen once in a while. I think it's like once a month, and it's always a different theme. And so they had the theme of like rappers with a live band.
Yeah.
And they had, if I understood correctly, they had two acts, but then one of them had to drop, or maybe they just had the one act and they needed to fill up the other slot.
Yeah.
So in me and Myth's like usual conversation, I just was like, look, I can't promise that I can pull this off, but if you really don't have anybody, I was like, I certainly know people in bands. I can try and pull this together for a show.
Yeah.
And I did the Facebook solicitation thing. I had a really great drummer who I think you actually have met before. Big shout out to Axel from Dead Harrison.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Axel hit me up.
Yep.
And then a childhood friend of mine hit me up as well who played guitar. And we all met at a jam space in Nashua. And Axel and I hit it off really well. The guitar player ended up having some family stuff and things that he had to deal with. So it just like wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
So he kind of stepped out of the picture quick. And so it was like Axel and I, and we were kind of like, look, we just need to do this show. So even if it's just the two of us, like you could just drum over the music. We'll do the show to help them out. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
A week before the show, maybe like a week and a half, a guitar player hit us up who, I don't know, are you familiar with the band Volley?
Yes,
Yeah.
we've had them on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love these guys. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. Dane from Volley reached out and he was like, look, I'm going on vacation with my family this week. He's like, if you don't have anybody on, I think the show was on the 10th. And I think he was coming back from his vacation on the 3rd. And he was like, look, if you don't have anybody by the 3rd, send me the music and I will do my best to learn it. And I was like, okay. So we got together that Tuesday. I think it was like the 4th. We had one practice for a couple hours and just like worked out a set, went and did the show that night and absolutely like crushed.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. The audience, it was like playing to all new people. It was a way different audience than I usually play to.
Yeah.
They were super receptive. We sounded great. We felt great.
Yeah.
So like after the show, I was like, oh man, we did it. Like, thank you guys so much. And they were both like, well, we should just keep doing this.
Yeah.
Like, why? And I was like, well, what a dream, you know, like I was just going to be happy if we did it for one show.
Yeah.
And the fact that they wanted to keep up with it, I was so ecstatic. So now we have 2 shows in September now, and we're currently on the search for a bassist and a keyboard player.
Nice.
Kind of
nice.
fill things out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now what's it called? Cody Pope and what?
Cody Pope and the Key Holders.
And the key holders. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool.
So people that are into the Cody and Byron stuff,
Yep.
we have a song from one of our projects called the Key Holders theme song.
Oh.
And that kind of ties into us being from Nashua because Nashua is the gate city. And so,
that makes sense. Okay.
you know, culturally, there's lots of talk now more than ever about gatekeeping and the idea of gatekeeping. And I'm not a huge fan of gatekeeping like I understand it to a degree, but I also am kind of the challenge or of the ilk of like, look, I could give you all the resources that I have, but you're not going to do what I do. Like,
Right.
you know, it's like you could give 2 people a paintbrush and they're going to make a different thing.
Right. Exactly.
And so Keyholder just kind of came this thing of like, I'm happy to share my tools with the right people. Like if you're on this path for real and you really care about the craft and what you're doing and I have something that I can share with you, I'm happy to do that if it's for the right reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm not afraid of sharing game, but I
Right.
do understand protecting the culture too. And so
Right.
that's kind of where the idea of like the key holders came from. It's just like we've kind of made our like we're a part of hip hop as a greater thing, but Hellhound is very much like its own kind of like community and subculture. And like we have a lot of people that come out specifically to our stuff and that
Yeah.
specifically rock with us rather than like the greater culture, the way we love it.
Right.
And so we look at that as like something we've cultivated and something we have to protect too. We want to grow it and continue it to blossom, but we have to like protect the sanctity of these people that come and really appreciate this thing. You know, they come and they feel safe. They feel like they can express themselves. They can be vulnerable. They can cry and dance and laugh and have fun and whatever. And so it's like, we want to make sure that always stays a part of the ethos of what we do.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense, and it's very positive. And how long has Hellhound existed now?
So we started Hellhound I started Hellhound in 2018.
Okay. And then Byron became a part of it
In 2022.
2022. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it had already existed for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a very interesting time period. So when we had met, I think we had talked about this before, but you were doing local Outbreak at I forget the name of the place, but it was like a vintage store in Laconia.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we had met.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was around the time that I had just kind of started linking up with Bizza too.
Okay.
And I think Bizza was the one who introduced us.
Yep.
And I had started a record label called Vatican Life back then.
Oh, right.
And the last record that I put out on Vatican Life was my album called Not Having a Good Day, which a lot of people, that's kind of like the thing they know me for.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, as well known as the song has become now, when the album came out, it didn't do very well in terms of like just selling the album.
Yeah.
And then I did like a short tour to promote the album, and most of the shows on the tour did not go very well. Just like low attended, weeknight, kind of like didn't seem like people cared kind of thing. So I just became very disillusioned. And I was like, man, all the artists that I put out records for have like, I don't want to say fallen off, but kind of chosen to not pursue music anymore. And
Sure.
life dealt them other cards. And I was in this weird place where it was like, man, I had built up such momentum, and somehow I'm looking at my last album thinking like, oh, I got covered in the Hippo. I had more people at the release show. I sold more CDs. Like, what did I do wrong? I'm so proud of this album. I thought it was such a tremendous body of work, but I think I had just burnt myself out. And I think that
Happens,
I was applying too much in the wrong places.
Yeah.
I needed to step back and learn how to like do more for myself in like the creative sense, the marketing sense, like how to just be more self-dependent.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I had started kind of coming to grips with at that time was I don't know if I'm going to be able to do music forever. I want to.
Right.
I hope that I always have the privilege of doing so, but you just never know.
Mm-hmm.
The culture could dictate that your time has come. Your audience could be exhausted with what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
You could have something could happen that could prevent you from executing your craft at the full level. And so I realized it was like, I need to be able to do other creative endeavors and still have a platform for the music as well.
Right.
And one of my big influences in life has always been Henry Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up a punk rock kid. I loved Black Flag, but I found that when I was like about 12 or 13 years old. So it was like a very pivotal time in my life.
Yeah.
And I had like, I don't want to like drag on the story, but basically I had been like a punk rock fan already.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go hang out at Barnes & Noble all the time because back then Barnes & Noble was open till 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
They had the Starbucks. So it was like a place you could just take the bus and go hang out.
Yeah.
And I was there one night, and I've always read, like I'm a big fan. Like the Hellhound logo is a book in flame.
Yep.
Like it's very much a part of my ethos as a person.
Yeah.
But I was just looking through books, and I found a book, and it had Henry Rollins' name on it as like the author.
Yeah.
And so like 13-year-old me is like, I picked it up and I opened the first page. It was the book. It's called Solipsist.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's like, it is as raw as it comes. The
Really?
very first page is just like raw, unfiltered, honest disgust with the things that he's seeing at the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't think books could be like that. Like, I didn't think books could say that kind of stuff. And then it was like, oh, the guy from Black Flag writes books and like puts out, and then I saw the record label that he had.
Yep.
And they put out books, and they did concerts, and they put out spoken word albums. And so it just made me realize that like maybe I had boxed myself in too much. Like,
Yeah.
I write, it's not that I write raps. I started off as a punk rock kid. I played in hardcore and metal bands. Like, I've played numerous instruments. I've written poetry. I've done all these other things, including rap. Rap is a skill set that has taken me the furthest of all of my skill sets. But doing Hellhound Publishing was like, look, we're not calling this just records or music group or whatever. This is now the entity that we can do everything through.
Yeah.
It's the cultural ethos that brings all of this art together. It's being raw, being vulnerable, being honest, not feeling like you have to placate to societal standards or even industry standards. Just being comfortable carving your own lane at whatever that costs.
Right.
And so so the dissolution of Vatican life was also the start of my hiatus as a rapper.
Okay.
And I ended up taking the next like almost 3 years off.
Wow.
And didn't really I think I put out like an EP and I played like one show or something, but I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
I had put all of my energy into this Hellhound publishing project.
Yeah.
And the first things that I was working on were podcasts. I had written like a radio play. So I wrote like a whole script. It was like 8 30-minute episodes.
Really?
This very like film noir based, like old school radio play style thing. I had cast a bunch of voice actors.
Wow.
Brought them to my studio and was like producing this thing. And a few months in, I just realized I was like way in over my head in terms of doing a production of that magnitude.
Yeah.
But I knew that I was like on the right path. I knew that it was like, this is why I made Hellhound. It was to do things like this.
What was the radio play about?
So it's called Gates.
Okay.
And I based it in like early like 1950s Nashua.
Yeah.
And it's really like a mix of like a sci-fi murder mystery kind of thing where I took a lot of those like the Raymond Chandler stories, like those kind of like detective mystery things.
Yeah.
And I tried to imbue that with my love of sci-fi and like how would people react to science fiction scenarios in that time in the 50s without the lack of technology that we have today.
Yeah.
So it was really fun, and I still have a lot of the stuff like in the vault, and I'm just trying to figure out now. It's like, all right, how do I finish it? Because I was like, I think coming from like CD culture and concert ticket culture, it's like I have this very way of thinking that was like, I need to get all 11 voice actors to the studio to like play off of each other. And how do I record that all at the and it's like, people just don't have the time for that. You know?
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
And it was just like technological stuff that it was like, I need to figure out how I could produce this better.
Yeah.
And now I have, but then in that time, the music stuff kind of picked back up so much.
Yeah.
That it was like, okay, I understand. Now I have a better understanding of how to charge forward.
Yeah.
And it's that doing the music is the thing that shines a lot of light into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And provides me the leverage to take risks on new creative ventures like a radio play or doing a podcast or writing a book or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And so I think as long as I stay steady doing music and not compromising that, people will also take risks on me doing new things. And the band was kind of an example of that too.
Yeah.
We're constantly trying to bring new elements into what people see as like a hip hop show. And like the flyer I gave you, you'll see we're doing an unplugged show at the end of September. So we're going to be it's basically all acoustic and percussion stuff. And we're going to be doing all new renditions of some of my songs.
Oh, wow.
And stuff that was like, I was like very inspired by like Incubus, Alice in Chains, like stuff like that it was like, how do I bring that kind of like goosebump inducing energy and still use my like the spinal cord of the music that I'm making.
Right. No, I think that's really cool, and you know, to have the music as the nucleus, but to not limit yourself. You know. Yeah. No, I think that's excellent. If you are just joining us, Cody Pope is here with us on this Saturday morning. So when is the next show that you're doing with the band, with the Keyholders?
So the next Keyholders show, September 14th, we're going to be at the Shaskeen.
Okay.
We're going to be doing like a regular, like electric, pretty high energetic set for rap night.
Yeah.
And then September 27th, we're doing our unplugged acoustic show at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Okay. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Do you want to? So we had talked off air about you were going to rap something a cappella for us.
Yeah. I had a couple songs that so like we were saying before, with everything that's been going, I've been so fortunate to have the band. I had Byron, I had Bizza. I've always had people to bounce off of creatively when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
But the only way that I got any of those people to mess with me in the first place was by just being up there by myself.
Yep.
And so I'd been so far removed from that for this show that I did about a week ago, it was kind of like tied into just celebrating my birthday. Like, what else would I want to do besides the thing I love?
Yeah.
And so I put together this hour-long set, and I picked songs that some I had never performed before.
Wow.
Some I hadn't performed in like 10 years. Some were like unreleased songs, and then of course some of the stuff that people have come to know and enjoy.
Yeah.
And it was just like I kind of just built this night around celebrating my catalog and the work that I've done, and it was like very cathartic. A lot of like old friends came out, a lot of new people that had no idea who I was just happened to like buy tickets because they liked the venue.
Yeah.
And it went really well. So I thought that it would be cool to kind of pick a couple songs from throughout the catalog that I could do a cappella, because nobody's ever heard them like that.
Yeah,
so
I'm very curious. Yeah.
So the first one that I was thinking of doing is from the Cody and Byron collection. This is a song we've been opening the show with it a lot, because I feel like subject-wise, it's kind of how some people think about or start the day or whatnot. And so this song is called Gratitude. This is one of the closing songs from the Giant Steps in Gate City album.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Cody Pope, live in studio.
Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Wake up in my brain already feeling dark. Hit the couch already, chase a spark. Contemplating, am I sick or unhealthy? Is this depression or karma for unwealthy? Enough clarity to know that I'm the enemy. The one destroying me, the one should be defending me. Gotta take time enough to know you can't make time. So make mine, filled with the things that shape lives. What you heard on the grapevine might not taste right. So you don't gotta make wine, you'll still make flights. Plant that seed that gon' water your family. We the real money tree, life's obstacles, standard fees. Still days I'm fighting to get through it. But I survive when I remain my truest. When the fight come at your door, you can't be truant. You miss that chance, might as well accept your ruins. Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Some days I wake up. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. Is that difficult to do? Like, to do that a cappella without, I mean, or do you just kind of play the beat in your head, or how do you do that?
I think I do kind of play the beat in my head. I just like try to black out a little bit, because it is definitely like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I can like even feel myself now a little bit being like, oh boy, I don't know. I've never done that before.
Right.
But I think it's just one of those things that I need to be able to do, because I thrive in the live atmosphere, right? That's very much my comfort zone. I love performing. But what happens is everybody experiences the live show differently. Some people are feeling the music. Some people are seeing your like action and reaction to stuff. Some people are processing what you're saying.
Right.
Some people might miss entire lines and segments of what I'm saying, because it's just a different kind of atmosphere. And so being that what I do is so rooted lyrically, it's cool to have opportunities like this where it's like, hopefully people can kind of be like, oh, you know, I've heard that song 15 times, and hearing it that way, it really hit home what he's talking about or what he's trying to say. Yeah. And, you know, that's the best I could ask for.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. So have you done that live, just a cappella like that in front of an audience? Oh no, this is the first time?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we always play it at the shows
Yeah.
since the album came out because it's just such a cool thing.
Yeah.
And I usually open with it because doing some of those vocal inflections, it's like if I try to do that at the end of the set when I've the show gets a little rowdy at times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's like you got to get some of the more challenging vocally nuanced stuff out of the way early on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. We had talked about playing studio track, Clipped Wings.
Oh yeah. This is a cool one. I'm glad that we're playing this because when we put the album out, that album release show was the only time we played the album top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
And so after that show, that song has just yet to have fit into a set list.
Really?
Yeah. And it's a great song, but it's a little longer and it's a little more of like a serious subject matter kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just like play that at every, it's not as fun as doing Not Having a Good Day and everyone's jumping around and singing along.
Right.
So it's cool when we were, but when we were off air, I was like trying to go through the new album to pick some songs that I figured hadn't been as widely picked up on or talked about or whatever.
Sure.
And this is definitely one that like, I don't want to say has gone unrecognized, but doesn't get the kind of conversation that like No Sugar Added or some of the other songs on the album. People of art like Gratitude, people really gravitate to these songs.
Yeah.
And that's also because we've exerted a lot of energy pushing them. So
yeah.
Clipped Wings is really cool. It's kind of the idea behind it is essentially not allowing yourself to be stifled, where it's easy for situations to dictate or for circumstances to dictate how much room you have to do X, Y, and Z. And ultimately it's like you can accept those terms or you can create a new way and not allow yourself to feel so beaten down.
Yeah. I like it. All right, let's give this a spin. This is Cody Pope and Byron G. It's from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. And Cody Pope is here with us live in studio. This is called Clipped Wings.
So-called kings want me to clip my wings. Don't like it how I sing and still do my thing. If you the type to not leave the house, we just don't believe your mouth. You can discuss anything with no ounce. What you talking about? Been in the down and dirty with the dirt in my nails. Ice pack recovery from the hurt of my fails. Nice that people loving me, sure, I feel swell. Deadlifting dead weight that wanna burn me in hell. Catalyst for change, a mad, insane brain. The target to me, more than a store or the range. Different missions when you missing what you never had. Been doing this most my life, it was never a fad. Been here for years, never steering out of fear. No man can program me different, that clear? Searching for clarity, sometimes I've made it verily. To keep on this hunt is not something you'll have to dare me. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. I am on a mission to make sure that my circle eat. No more betrayals from these sucker Urkel geeks. We on the meeting tip towards the first of the week. Working right after work again, no hurt in my feet. Certainly deep on the path that we've been carving out. Always satiating hunger, but still starving now. Some look at me like a Martian, I'm not Marvin now. When you evolve, you gotta leave behind the lava now. Even if you not spiritual, think of karma how it can disrupt and derail the work you all about. Climbing ladders easily lead to slip and fall. You get your shot, how easily can you grip the ball? Hit the wall, lights flash, time to say nothing. If you in a jam, don't give them the turkey stuffing. The recipe stay locked up like 11 spices, even if it put you down for 11 lives. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing.
That is Clipped Wings. That is from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. That's Cody Pope and Byron G. And we have Cody Pope here with us live in studio.
What up, world?
And Mike McDowell, also known as The Healer, is in the chat room. Hello.
Yeah, much love, brother.
Yeah, he's been on the show. I really enjoyed talking with him. He's doing a lot of great stuff.
The first time we connected was the last time that we were here.
Oh!
Mike was on the show before us.
That's right.
And so he was headed out of the building as we were headed in.
Oh, yeah.
And he stopped us and was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, you guys are going on. Like, let's da-da-da-da-da." And that's when we started keeping in touch.
Oh,
And
wow.
he let me know about the spot. And,
Yep.
and he's been a huge advocate for me on this, as I talk about this next chapter of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's been a huge advocate for me already, letting me do the solo show. And, like, that was really kind of the foundation of like how I want to put shows on again. So we have obviously we're going to be back there with the band.
Yeah.
We got some really special stuff in the works. I'm very, really grateful that we got connected.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's really great. Well, I'm glad that we were a part of facilitating that. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. We I think when we had him on, he was in the process of building up. He wasn't open yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, the spot, but yeah, we should get him back on to talk about him, see how things are going. Yeah, he said in the chat. Let's see. He said, "My man Cody Pope, morning boys and Jenny," and he said, "Love you, homeboy." So very nice, very nice. Yeah, and it's so important too, in the music business, networking and meeting people, getting out and meeting people and all that. So that's great. What is kind of what are you most excited about? Because you're always doing a number of different things. Like obviously, playing with Cody Pope and the key holders, that's pretty exciting. Is that like the biggest thing or
so that is definitely one of the things I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
But I also keep realistic expectations because both of my bandmates are in multiple other projects.
Right,
right. It's not the kind of thing. But that's why I'm also back doing the solo shows too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like now I've put myself in a position where there's not really a room that I can't attack. If I have enough notice, I could ask Byron, and me and Byron have a show that's unlike most artist producer duos, and we have a chemistry that I'm so proud of when we're on stage and on record.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I've been talking about, I can do my solo shows, and I'm doing that again anytime anybody needs, any size room, any place, whatever. And having the band, now it's like those opportunities that may require something a little different than a traditional hip hop thing.
Yeah.
Now with the band, it brings a different live element. We can do different variations of my songs.
Yeah.
We did a cover at our first show, which anybody that knows me, I kind of like, I don't want to say I hate covers, but I'm very judgmental of covers in bands that do a lot of covers and cover bands and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those things where it was like, man, I haven't had a band in so many years, and we're trying to pull this show together on a week's notice.
Yeah.
And we did a cover, and it went over incredibly. People went off, and so we were like,
what was it?
So we covered "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit.
Nice. I was in a band a long time ago that actually covered that song.
People just went bananas.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was going to be a different audience for that show.
Yeah.
And so it was like, in my head, it was like, oh, let's do some obscure punk rock cover. And like, it's something that's going to like make people smash the walls open.
Yeah.
And then it was like, let's do something that people know.
Yeah.
Like, let's do something they could easily. And so I've kind of found a little gravity in that, where it's like, okay, I like picking like one song that we can learn for each show.
Yep.
And so I think that's kind of become our thing, where like every time we do a show, we're going to have like a new cover that we do just for that show.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool concept. Yeah, I was in a band that we covered when I was in My Life Crisis. We covered Break Stuff, and it's funny because I related. The reason I laughed when you were talking about covers initially is because I remember being in that band, and I was always kind of like, guys, our originals are really strong. We don't need to be doing covers, and I resisted, but I was outvoted on that. But I ended up being glad we did it because that is a fun song. I know from personal experience that's a fun song to play live, and people get into it, people react to it.
And I think I got burnt out on like covers and stuff like that because I worked in the motorcycle industry for a number of years. I was doing marketing and events for different Harley Davidson dealerships.
Oh, okay.
And so, as you can imagine, like that audience is a lot different than what I normally work with.
Sure.
It's very much play the hits. Let's hear Skinner. Let's, and so it's like doing that for years. It's like, man, every week it's like we're just listening to Godsmack again, or we're just listening to whatever like butt rock band is like cool at the. It's like it just got so draining that it was like I just want to hear songs I've never heard before at this point.
Yeah,
even if they're not good, I just want to hear songs I haven't heard yet.
Right, right.
And so that kind of, but I think now I'm in a good place where it's like it's in at doing. I don't want to call it singing. I feel like that's not. There are people who are very incredible vocal singers who are trained. I don't know what you would call what I do, but the midst of vocalizing that I've been trying to add into my like rap style is doing cover songs is like a really good challenge for that. Break stuff obviously not exemplary of that, but some of the stuff that we're doing now is like songs where it's like, all right, I'm going to try and like maybe work with a vocal coach to figure out how to do this song the best way. And then all the stuff that I learned in that time I can now apply to the stuff that I write going forward.
Yeah. So
I'm excited about it in that sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. The time goes quick. You want to do another? You want to do another acapella? I want to make sure we got another one in because that was really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm trying to think if we have time for one more. Should I? Okay. So I was working on this in the car. I was hoping I was going to get through it. It's a tough one. But I just did it at the show this past show. And so I've only performed this song 2 times live now. Because it's from my last solo album that I did called The Howling Man, which came out in 2021.
Okay.
And the song is called Moonlight. And it's really just about like losing people that have passed to drug addiction and people that have like gone young and stuff like that, and having overcome a lot of that myself, the kind of duality of like I'm so fortunate to have come out the other side of this thing, and then the like, wow, so many people that I knew didn't, and like, it just doesn't always feel great. But the times that I've done this song, it's really connected with people, and it's really like brought a lot of like people out of their shell that probably wouldn't have talked to me or said anything. And so it was like, all right, maybe I got to like suck it up and find a way to do this more often.
Yeah.
Crack open my cheat sheet here just in case I need it, but
yeah. If you're just joining us, we have Cody Pope here with us live in studio.
So this song is called Moonlight. This is from my album, The Howling Man.
All right.
Candles burning out, staring at the moonlight, wondering if I'm gonna make it through another spoon light. Piano man, $5 if you play this tune right. Trying to see my friends, let my spirit soar to new heights. Heart hurts, lone survivor of my friend's past. Why this needle make me feeble but not end fast? Only longevity I seek is that my pen last. Drive my car $150 and then crash. Can't explain death's desire to those who love life. It's way more than money and having a love life. Brain operate different when you drained of your thinking. This command vision's way more than what you're drinking, yo. It's hard to think of all my friends gone. Forget the ones who abandoned them people been gone. I know, in our life, plenty of times, I've been wrong. Wish I knew how to speak instead of this song. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war. Nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war. Nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before. I can't take it, can't seem to suppress the fall. My body hurts, brain tired, depressing y'all. You feeling stressed? Hit the gym or go find a brawl. All in all, there's a million ways to survive, my dog. This world needs you, even at its most feeble, even when you feel like God and the devil both deceive you. You got brothers, you got sisters, we all receive you. No matter what you gotta say, we gon' try to believe you. Might or strength, something you gotta fight for. Takes training, takes time, takes a life's work. Hard to see illumination when your light pours, blinded by the grinding of your shining in your fight soars. Save my number in your phone as never giving up. No matter what I'm doing now, I'm about to give it up. Struggle runs deep, please know, I know you did enough. Please don't ever worry about if you did enough. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war, nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like that line. Save my number in your phone is never given up. I like that a lot. Yeah,
thank
you. That's really cool. That's really cool. Cody Pope here with us live in studio. And so, what is the next? What's the next big show you got coming up?
So November 6th. Wow. September 6th. I'm going to be in Northampton, Massachusetts, at the Phoenix Rising Art Gallery.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be a solo show. September 14th, I'm going to be at the Shaskeen with the key holders for our electric live set. We're going to be playing at Rap Night, so it'll be a little late Sunday night gig.
Yeah.
Then on the 27th of September, it's going to be me and the key holders again. We're going to be doing an unplugged acoustic show at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So that is kind of this month in a nutshell.
Yeah.
In addition to, I've been doing, I don't know if we had talked about it the last time I was here or not, but I've been doing a podcast every Monday. I do a live stream podcast on YouTube as well.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I was curious to ask you about that. Yeah.
So it's called Cody Central.
Okay.
We're almost 40 episodes deep now.
Oh,
almost.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's been awesome. So every week we essentially bring on a new guest. We've had chefs, we've had musicians, we've had athletes, we've had life coaches, trauma survivors, all sorts of different people.
Nice.
And it's been really cool because it gives me a chance to use my platform to let other people share their stories the way that like people like you guys give me a chance to share what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's like, how could I contribute back to the community that I ask so much of?
Oh, that's really cool.
It's been really cool. Yeah. I've been really privileged to have so many impactful and like really impressive people come on and share their stories.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you do it live or do you stream it?
Live stream.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. So it's Mondays, what time?
Every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So it's been really cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to have you on the seat sometime.
Oh, I would love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love it. And it's called Cody Central?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing the logo for it. I dig the logo, but I'm going to have to check out the show now that I know what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Anything we didn't mention that you want us to know about? You got a lot going on, so I want to make sure we don't leave anything unturned before we run out of time.
No, I mean, the biggest thing is just kind of letting the world know that I'm back at it in whatever form you need me to. You know, this was since Giant Steps in Gate City came out, things slowed down.
Yeah.
You know, because of life and everything that has happened. And I obviously was part of that, so I'm just trying to like kind of get the momentum going again.
Yeah.
And next year we're hoping to go back on tour next year.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm just trying to kind of fill up with as many regional dates as I can. I really just want to get the performing wheels going.
Yeah.
I have a ton of new music in the vault right now. Like me and Byron have a bunch of stuff. I want to release that stuff soon, but I want to do it with him.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting until he's ready and got the time.
Yeah.
And when he has the window, we're going to run it and do that stuff. Hopefully we're going to do the holiday stroll together this year too. That's been a big tradition of ours for the last 3 years now.
Good.
So
yeah,
I'm hoping we're going to do that. But I also have an album with 8BZA in the vault that we're going to do soon.
Oh, really?
We've been working on it for like the last 2 years or so.
Oh, wow.
And once again, it's just a timing thing.
Yeah.
And we got plans to do that soon. I have an EP with a producer from Maine. His name is Suede Breaks, and it's really cool. He's a music teacher. And so he actually played all of the instruments on the record.
Oh, cool.
And made these songs and gave them to me. And
Nice.
I've had these for a while too.
Yeah.
And so that's another project that we've got in the vault. There's a producer from Maine named Graphic Melee, if you've heard of him.
I don't think I have, no.
He's a multi-instrumentalist, producer, DJ, rapper, but he's from Portland, and he hosts a show called Stereo Dreams every month. That's like a producer showcase.
Oh, cool.
And he sent me a batch of beats, so him and I have a really cool project that's going to be coming out as well.
Yeah.
The band and I are writing some music that is like, so right now the band, we play like songs from my catalog.
Yeah.
But we're working on writing some new music that'll be like indicative of just the band.
Okay.
Too. So we got that stuff coming. And then I also have a project that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it'll be late this year or next year, but I have an album coming out. It's called Cranberry Cody, and I'm going to be playing most of the instruments on that.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's going to be a little more of like a indie rock, alt rock kind of instrumentation with my like rap vocal stylings.
Oh, very
blended
cool.
Into it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got a lot in the pipeline. That's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
And where should people go online to keep up with everything that you're doing?
So everything is cody-pope.com, CODY-POPE.com, or hellhoundpublishing.com, but that Hellhound is the universe.
Yeah. Excellent. Hey, it's great to see you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I'm
Absolutely.
so grateful. You guys have given me a platform so many different times that it's really cool to
Oh,
have.
we love having you come in.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like New Hampshire's a small place, and there's not many radio stations like this where you can just go and pop up and perform and talk and promote yourself, and you know, it's really special what you guys do. So I'm grateful to be part of it for sure.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're happy to have you. I appreciate that very much. Absolutely. Jenny, you've got a big week ahead of you. You want to plug your website so people know where to keep up with everything you're doing?
Good luck. Yes, come check me out at jencoffey.com, JENNCOFFEY.com. You can check out the article from my new first byline on Common Dreams.
Yes.
It's up there on the blog. And I might be doing some stuff this week. So you might want to, check it out maybe midweek or so.
Absolutely.
We shall see.
Yes, definitely.
Good trouble.
I'm going to sneak in this track, Layers, I think, from
awesome.
Cody Pope and Byron G from Giant Steps in Gate City. And we'll play us out with that. But Cody, again, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys.
Absolutely. And we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Like a game of multiple players. Everybody always got their target on a favor. Get their needs and barely got time to see you later. Then you expected to be up and out your way another day. Of my brain mostly off of the deep end. It's all the same, no looking towards the weekend. Pretty judgmental, I'm honest, I got some weak friends. Hate that I see the coward inside of these men. Never could settle when I know I could do better. Dead or the deader still chasing me with Berettas. Hot as the kettle, the water won't stop to settle. Metal the letters and dead all the slow pedals. Past addict, now pragmatic with thoughts of grandeur. Making moves, do what I do like salsa dancers. Already know we could be New Hampshire's answer, but some won't rock with us till we making cures for cancer. Layers, why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. Why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. The brain is a machine that's elaborate, like trying to draw a map while inside a labyrinth. Emotional roller coaster, Yankee cannonball. Standing strong, but some days it feels like man will fall. Hard to teach when life's a race on the learning curve. I'm trying to reach the peak with how I'm burning words. Always seek to speak something to see the light. Also my own some darkness. Can't always be the right one in the argument. Often so astonishing, communication gets so off. We start admonishing, administering hate instead of seeking to understand why we hate another instead of lending a hand. Damned if we don't break the cycles that we've been chained by. The same mistakes that I've made, I've been drained by. Been so long since I can say I was sane, man. I know there's layers in my brain, need to change plans. Layers, why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. Why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as sacred.
You're listening to Matt Connerton Unleashed on WMNH 95.3.